you follow your nose down Monterey's Old Fisherman's Wharf, it might lead you to the Old Fisherman's Grotto and inside Chef Juan Ponce's kitchen. Juan is preparing a delicacy that's been on the restaurant's menu for over 75 years.
This is just fresh. They just got it this morning.
This is abalone, one of the most expensive seafood dishes you can buy at any restaurant in town.
So you eat this?
Yeah, but I'm going to show you how we're going to eat it.
I'm going to be honest, Juan. This doesn't look that appetizing at this point.
Yeah, but you're going to see it in a couple minutes.
Abalone meat is tough right out of the shell, but in 1902, a German chef living in Monterey discovered that if you tenderize it with a hammer, it tastes pretty good.
It's a very labor-intensive thing.
After some thorough tenderizing and a bath in some batter, Juan fries it up and prepares it on a beautifully garnished plate for me to try.
I've never tasted anything like it. It's fantastic.
Juan may have blown my taste buds away with his cooking, but he couldn't have even prepared the dish had it not been for the abalone that was farmed just down the street from his kitchen.
We're at a farm right now?
Well, you're standing up above one. It's under the wharf.
Huh. I don't see any tractors or anything around here.
Down below the Monterey Municipal Wharf is the Monterey Abalone Company, one of just 2 abalone farms in California.
What is an abalone?
An abalone is a marine snail.
Co-owner Art Seavey is what you call a mariculturalist, which is basically someone who farms in the ocean.
Yeah, so this cage has got a few hundred of these small abalone in it.
Art says raising abalone is a labor and time-intensive endeavor, which can take upwards of 4 to 8 years just to grow a single abalone.
Why aren't you just pulling these off the ocean floor here?
Yeah, there aren't many.
Abalone used to be abundant along the California coast. Native Americans not only ate them, but used their colorful shells to trade and make art with. But that all changed in the late 1800s, when Japanese immigrants started diving for them.
They did it, and they already had a culture of eating abalone and appreciating it. And so they would harvest it and dry it and ship it to Asia.
Eventually, Californians developed a taste for abalone, and a massive amount of the delicious sea snails were pulled off the ocean floor. Disease also killed a lot of the population, and then in 1997, California closed down commercial abalone fishing. Growing abalone in farms became the only legal and sustainable way to keep the industry alive.
This is dinner? Breakfast and lunch?
Breakfast, yeah, that's it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, giant kelp.
Unlike clams, which are filter feeders, abalone eat kelp or seaweed, which has to be fed to them in their cages, which I found out is a very gross and disgusting job.
Look how slimy that is.
Art says they choose not to feed their abalone processed food. Art and his team harvest natural kelp from the ocean, which is a dangerous and labor-intensive job.
We harvest anywhere from 3 to 5 tons of kelp a week.
Abalone grown in Monterey is an organic product, but most importantly, it's a sustainable way to get the tasty sea snail from the farm to your fork.
Feeding the abalone at Monterey Abalone Company. I'm John Bartell. Hope to see you on the Backroads. Would you like some?